Hello everybody, Papa Scooter. Out here looking at the aftermath of the ice storm. Everything's melting, slowly but surely. The next few days gonna be warm, and then it's gonna get back down in the teens again, I think. So live with it, because that's what God has provided us. Ain't nothing we can do about it. But ride it out, huh? It's not as bad as I pictured in my mind when I was sitting up in the house hearing all that crackling and falling of limbs out here. I've been fooling with that kerosene heater, new kerosene heater, and it's not working just right. The manual shut off won't shut off, and emergency shut off. Yeah, it won't shut off. The wick was in there crooked. Seemed like it was just one thing after another. I ain't going into all the detail, but it's been pretty hectic around here. But I thank God for the blessings. I thank God. Oh, they turned my lights back on. It was just a smooth transaction. You know, everything just fell into place. So I went outside to get the cold stuff I had stored in a place out here. In a little cabinet there on the porch. And it stayed. It stayed pretty cold. And then, well, I said the ice box won't come on. I said the ice box won't come on. I said, well, I just got the dishwasher paid off, so I said, shoot, I'll run up there, uptown there and get me a ice box. It don't want to come on, so I felt good about it. God gives us a peace of mind. He says, I'll take care of everything. But anyhow, I got aggravated with it, and I went to trying to look at the fan and this and that and the other. And there wasn't nothing come on. The wife kept saying she heard something. And come find out, I think it was that ice maker making that noise. But anyway, I took the back cover off where I could see the compressor and all that. It still wouldn't come on. I don't know what that would have had to do with anything, but anyhow, so I just hauled off and kicked the compressor. You know, like back in the old days when you used to hit that TV to make it come back on, that's the way I did. And I'm ashamed of it now. I didn't kick it very hard. I just more or less kicked it. You know how a good swift kick will make you feel better all over. But that wasn't no way for me to act. But anyhow, I sat there a few minutes. My son come down. He looked at it. Didn't have much luck with it. He said, I got one in my shed down there. He said, it's a little different color than what you got. It's black, or you got a white one. I said, if God gives it, it don't matter if it's black or white, right? I mean, shoot. Find me a way out without having put something on the credit. I'm gonna fuss about what color it is. No, I'm not. Well, anyhow, He went on back down to his house. He's gonna get something to check it with, I think, or something. I don't remember. And wife said, I know what he's doing. He's down there right now getting that getting that ice box. I bet he's gonna load it in his truck. So about that time, the refrigerator come on. It was a welcome sight, let me tell you. My wife went to holler, let me call my son. Tell him we got it's running. He ain't got to bring that down. But I know he was on his way with it. I sure got some good kids. They sure took care of us through this ice storm. Beautiful, clear day. And it was 2 days ago. It was so cold out here you couldn't stand here long. God just changes everything overnight into a blessing. But I thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, and I pray that the lights are back on wherever you are. If you're not, you're staying warm. And I thank you for the subscriptions y'all give me on this here channel. And if you hadn't subscribed, I appreciate it that you would. All right, we'll talk to y'all later and have a blessed rest of your day.